Hey guys, today I want to talk about my finished sweater. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Felicia from Sweet Georgia, and this is Taking Back Friday. This is a space where we come every Friday and we talk about knitting and spinning and weaving and dyeing, and we just basically nerd out about the fiber arts. I like to talk a lot about making time to make things, and in the past 2.5 weeks, I have done just that. I made time to make this sweater, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. But before I go on, I want to say something really important. If anybody is in Vancouver or in the Vancouver area or planning to go to Knit City in a couple of weeks, it's basically the weekend of October 5, 6, 7. If you guys are coming to Vancouver for that, we, Sweet Georgia, as sort of the sponsors of this event, we have some things to give away. And these are things that are currently sold out and hard to get. So we have a couple of tickets to the Arne and Carlos lecture for Friday night. We also have a couple of early bird passes to get you in the door to the marketplace a little bit earlier than everybody else. So we have a bunch of those things. Stay tuned to the end of this episode and I'll indicate with a link where you can go sign up for the giveaway if you're interested in participating. So now that that is kind of out of the way, we can talk about the sweater now. Okay, so as you can see, I have finished the sweater. It's completely done. I have to tell you that I was very, very, very nervous about finishing this sweater because it was very, very tight on the needles as I was knitting it. I mean, I was using a circular needle the entire time, and the circular needle was not large enough for me to try on the garment at any point in time. And so I was kind of feeling like I was knitting this blind. I thought that it would fit, but I wasn't sure. I had no confirmation that it was going to fit, and especially the neckline seemed a little bit tight when I was knitting it, so I just wasn't really sure. And then when I finished the whole thing without blocking it or anything, I just took it off the needles, cast the whole thing off, and tried it on. And then I was a little bit nervous because it was a little bit tight. It was a little bit tight around the shoulders here, and it just covered just to here. And it just seemed like it was going to be a little bit too small. I even actually told Teresa that I was going to let her daughter wear it because it was maybe too small for me. But then I was a good girl and I sewed in the ends and I blocked it. I wet blocked it. I blocked it last night. It is still a little bit damp. So I'm going to do this video really quick so that I can take it off and then let it completely dry. It is a little bit damp, but I am so happy to say that all of the color work flattened out, it blocked out, it worked out beautifully. I just think it's magical. That point in time where you take your stranded color work and you wet block it and it just smooths out. The whole thing just evens out beautifully, perfectly. So it's nice and flat and even. I love it. It's great. And now it actually, it loosened up to the point where it doesn't feel super tight in the shoulders anymore. This is not at all what it felt like when I first pulled it off of the needles. So this actually feels really, really great. Now, my one challenge with this, and maybe you guys can help me because I know that a lot of you guys have already knit this particular sweater. When I was getting to the point where it was time to cast off, I was showing it to the girls. We were doing that live knit in last Friday, and I was showing it to the girls and they were like, I don't know, it seems pretty short. And it is, it's really, really short. I'm gonna stand up and show you. This is where it ends. It's a very, very, very short sweater. My belt is here, and it's very short. If I was not wearing this tank top, we would be seeing all midriff and all stomach and all skin. So my biggest challenge right now is trying to figure out, well, what do you wear with this sweater? What do you wear underneath the sweater? I mean, I'm sure that you could get a cute empire waisted dress and wear that with some boots. I think that would probably look really cute. Maybe I was thinking a long, almost like a jumpsuit pantsuit that is all smooth and continuous all the way up to here, something like that. I think it just needs to be something that is high-waisted. My jeans are obviously not high-waisted, and so the only thing that I can wear it with right now is this tank top. But I don't think it's really the greatest combination. However, this is a bit of a challenge. I love the fact that I can knit a sweater in 2.5 weeks and have it done, but now I am concerned about what do I wear this with? And so next time I knit this, maybe would I knit it longer, or would I just make myself a dress so that I can wear it together with the dress? I'm thinking the dress route is probably the way to go, but I don't know that I have enough time to make a dress before Knit City. However, I think that this sweater will be on hand at Knit City if you want to come and take a look at it, if you want to come and take a look at the color work and the color work patterns. Now, one thing that's very, very exciting about this sweater is that it uses almost no yarn. So I'm going to show you what I used for this particular sweater. I have these 4 colors here, and this is how much yarn I have left. It's a lot of yarn. Like this clementine color, I have 81 out of 100 grams left. 81 grams left. The Lady Gray second, I have 65 grams left of this. And then for these 2 colors, because these 2 colors are the main colors of the garment. So the one that I used the most of, surprisingly, was the lupine. So this one, I have only 16 grams yet, so I used 84 grams. And the Beach House, which is the main body color here, looks like it should be the most highest usage, but I only used 80 grams of this, so there's 20 grams left. So, you know, with these 2, I mean, I can't really use these 2 for another one, but these 2 colors definitely could be reused for a second sweater for sure. So it's a lot of yarn left over. I think with 20 grams left over, you know, I could have probably made this a little bit longer by maybe 1 more repeat. I think I actually did 1 extra repeat. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in Caitlin's pattern, she specified that she did 5 repeats for the body, and I actually did 6 to make it just a tiny little bit longer. I think it's about 3/4 of an inch longer than her instructions. But in any case, it turned out really, really well. I would absolutely knit it again. My concern is only, what do I wear it with now? And I had the other color combination that I showed way back at the very beginning before I cast this one on. And there was the other combination where there was like some blood orange, there was like more high contrast, it was more warm. I actually really, really like that color combination as well. And so I'm thinking about knitting that one too. However, I did also say that I was going to knit the Beekeeper, and so let me show you where I'm at on that. So since I was working on this project, the Beekeeper was kind of languishing in my project bag here, and so I am just now started on the little bees section of the Beekeeper. So cute, right? It took me a bit of time to figure out how to knit these little bees. They're not difficult at all, but for some reason I couldn't wrap my head around it. And I watched Mariga Green. She has some great tutorials on her website showing you sort of a photographic illustration, a photo tutorial of what you're supposed to do. She also has some videos of what you're supposed to do. But for whatever reason, I just couldn't seem to wrap my head around it. And so I'm right now just at that very beginning phase where I've done 2 rounds of these little bees, and they're very cute. It's a very cute stitch pattern. It does kind of look like a bee. It does. It kind of looks like a long thing with some wings. So it is very cute, and it's going by relatively quickly. It's just kind of having to remember, you know, on the right side rows to be able to add increases at the raglan area. So down here on each side of your cardigan, there's increases on the right side rows. On the wrong side, there are none. And it's basically reverse stockinette for the most part. And then when you work these bees, you're basically just going 2 rows below and you're knitting into the middle of that stitch and letting go of all the others, letting go of the actual stitch. And so it looks like the stitches kind of run until that point where you've sort of knit into the center of the stitch. And so the ones that run in the back, those form the little wings of what is the bee. It's very, very interesting. Maybe I'll do a close-up tutorial for that another time if you guys are interested. So yeah, this is coming along, but I'm wondering if I should put this aside again so that I can knit another one of these. I was also thinking that if I was going to knit another Soldotna, I might go up just the tiniest little needle size just to make it a little bit more loose, maybe make it a slightly little bit more roomy here, but I think it fits pretty well for what it is right now. So that is basically it for this week. Just wanted to share my little sweater with you. I am going to be working on this loom here and finishing up the project that's on here, hopefully today, and sort of recording the conclusion videos of the multi-shaft weaving course that's going to be coming out in November. So I'm very, very excited about that. It's great to finally have the opportunity to share what I'm doing with this loom here with you guys. I have, as a quick update, also finished doing all of the threading of the heddles upstairs on the big spring loom. All of that's done, it's ready to go, it's ready to slay, and then once it's slayed, it will be ready to weave. So that epic project is also happening. I had initially hoped that it would be done for October, and I think it will be, but it won't be the beginning of October. It might be closer to the end of October. Once Knit City is done, once all this busyness is done, once all the craziness is done, once all the craziness of Knit City is done, then we'll have to focus on the craziness of our retreat that's coming up in November. But in between, in those like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm gonna try and weave off the epic cloth. And maybe what I could do is show it at the retreat. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring it to the retreat. But for sure, I will show you once that's all done as well, because that's been a project that I've been working on for 9 or 10 months now. So very, very, very excited about that. So thank you guys so much for watching to the end of this. If you guys would like to participate in the Knit City giveaway, we will randomly distribute the things that we have. But if you would like to sign up for that giveaway, you can go to the link that I'm gonna put right here. And you can go to that link and sign up for the giveaway. And yeah, that would be great. And then we'll see you guys at Knit City in a couple of weeks. Very, very exciting. Okay guys, so I think that that's about it for this week. I thank you guys so much for being here, for watching me talk about my new sweater. If you guys like this episode, please do hit like. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please do hit subscribe, and we'll come to you every Friday, pretty much every Friday at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Now, it might be a little bit crazy over the next couple of weeks getting videos out while we are preparing for Knit City and the retreat and everything, but I will still do my best to try to get a video out to you guys every Friday at 10 o'clock. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. I will see you in the next one. All right, bye for now.